Hello Earthlings! I'm Imani. Welcome to my channel, Imani Wonders, where we talk about travel, fashion, and living your best life. If I have a little bit of a lisp, it's because I just got the Smile Direct Club aligners and I'm still trying to get used to them. So a couple of months ago, I returned from my 4-month-long trip around Europe, mostly in Spain and Portugal. I also did Edinburgh and Italy and Germany, but I spent the majority of my time in Spain and Portugal. While I was in Portugal, I did a work exchange through WORKAWay. I've talked about this before. I'll leave a link to my last video about work exchanges above. The first one I did was in Spain as like a social media manager. And then the second one I did was I worked at a hostel. That was not as much of a glamorous ideal position as the first one. I ain't gonna lie. But it was still good. I had good times. Definitely some memories were made. Okay, I switched around so the lighting's a little bit better. It's been so long since I made a video. I don't even know how to do this no more. I don't even know how. So anyway, at this hostel, I was a hostel in Lisbon. Lisbon is the capital of Portugal, if you do not know. So it was a very busy hostel. I was there from the beginning of September until October, late October. I left for 2 reasons. Well, I left for a few reasons, okay? So I think I was supposed to be there for at least 2 months. That was like the requirement. I was there for almost 2 months. I didn't quite meet my requirement, but everybody and their mother was leaving anyway, so I was not the only one who bailed out, okay? And here's why. The thing about working in hostels, right? For the most part, everybody is young and traveling and they don't really care because it's not like a forever job and you're not really getting paid either. So let's talk about the pros, the benefits of working in this hostel, and then I will talk about the not so great stuff. This was one of the few hostels or work exchanges that actually did pay. We got 30 euros a week. Woo! It was kind of enough to live on. You got room and board, and then you also got free food. So you got free breakfast and free dinner. So like that 30 euros would go to like lunch and like anything fun that you wanted to do. Also, one of the perks for working at the hostel was we had to lead people to pub crawls, and so we could go on the pub crawls for free if we wanted to. Like there was an outside company that did the pub crawls and like we collaborated with them, so then we would lead people to the meetup spot and then we can choose if we wanted to go from there. So I went a few times. I had to take advantage of the few privileges that I had. So that was really cool. Another benefit is Lisbon is beautiful. It's like a beautiful, vibrant city. There was tons of stuff going on. My first full day of Lisbon, I saw the most fantastic thing. It was a man dressed in all neon dancing to ABBA. It was like a lyrical dance. Let me just tell y'all, this man is my hero because he gave zero shits about anything. He was just living his best life and I respect him. So I just had to show you guys the dancing ABBA neon dude. Ain't he great? Fantastic. Good stuff. Another pro is you were fairly close to the beach, so that's always nice. Another great benefit of working at the hostel was we got to go on a boat party because, you know, my manager wanted everybody to go on the boat party so that we could then recommend it based on experience. All right, we're at a boat party. Say hello. That was a video? Yeah. You know, went on this boat party. It was really cool. Of course, drinks were expensive on it, but it was nice because the boat went by the like big Jesus statue that they stole from Brazil, and then it also went under the bridge that looks exactly the same as the one in San Francisco, so I'm just gonna say they stole it from San Francisco, but yeah, they were built at the same time apparently. I don't know. I met really wonderful people from all around the world and we got to share stories, and you know, it's all about that cultural exchange. That's what I love about travel, is that you meet people and then you like learn about them and where they're from, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go visit, and then you add more places to your list of things to go visit. So yeah, I met a lot of incredible people. Oh, another perk was that we had free drinks from the bar. I also went on a free walking tour, which happens in most big cities. Most big cities will have free walking tours. The one I went on was in collaboration with my hostel. It's the same company that does the pub crawls, so I just went one day on one of my days off. The tour guide was awesome. He took us around. He explained all of the historical relevance of everything, which was really nice to know because usually when I travel, I just kind of go. Like, I don't really have a plan. I don't really know any of the backstories, so it's kind of nice to know what everything is that I'm looking at. So would recommend free walking tours. And then of course at the end, you should tip your tour guide whatever you can. What do you think? Comment below how much you should tip your tour guide. Ooh, okay, and then let's talk about the nightlife. So I spent a lot of time in Barrio Alto, which is, I think, has the world record for the most bars per capita in one area, I think. Something like that. There's just a shit ton of bars and everything's really cheap because it's competitive. The only thing is there are people that live above the bars, so everything shuts down pretty early. Like everything shuts down like 2. You pre-game in Barrio Alto and then you go down to like near where the water is, and then that's where all the clubs are. Les Rio is my favorite one, but of course that was when they had like the hip-hop, R&B, reggaeton nights. Like every night is kind of different. Sometimes they do like the EDM bullshit that I'm not into. Sorry if you're one of the ravers. My bad, that's just not my thing. If you are into that, if you're into like house, EDM, that kind of thing, there was this really cool club called Kremlin. It was cool, just not my kind of music, but that's what they're all about. So go to Kremlin if you're one of the ravers, plur, or whatever. There's also K Urban Beach Club. That's of course by the water. Again, cool club, but they weren't playing the music that I was into. And so I was like, this is cool, and then I left. There was this club, or like, yeah, I guess it was a club. I don't remember what it's called, but on the night I went, they were having Beyonce night, and all they played was Beyonce discography. I wish I remembered what it was called because that was the best night of my life. There's also this thing called Pink Street, which is a literal pink street that has a bunch of like bars and restaurants. There might be a club there, I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't hang out in Pink Street too much because it was more expensive than Barrio Alta. But that's something to see. Like it's cute. It's a pink street, so it's just like a really pretty cool city. I mean, it wasn't like my favorite, but I think it was partially because I had to work for the majority of the time. Like I worked 30 hours a week. Like it was a lot. 20 hours a week or 15 hours a week, it would have been awesome, but it's just because we were working all the time, like we barely had time to like go and explore, which I wasn't a big fan of. So that's definitely a con. Okay, let's get into the cons. Okay, while we got free food, I am that vegan bitch, okay? Yes, I am that girl. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't care about animals, I really do. Not everything would work for me. There were very few meals that I could actually eat, which means that I had to supplement and make my own food the majority of the time. All that 30 euros a week that I made, that all went to like groceries. So remember when I said that we had free drinks from our bar? So we got like free beer, free wine, free sangria. Lovely, right? So a con to that is that a lot of my coworkers would just be like, drunk constantly. When you're trying to help a business run, it's not always the most professional or ideal situation for your coworkers to be intoxicated. It was just like a toxic drinking environment in general. Like I would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink today, and then my coworkers would be like, yeah, but you're only working on a hostel for like a little bit of time. Like when else do you get free booze every day, and like you're young and just do it. I was drinking pretty much almost every single day, hence all of this extra weight that I brought home with me from my trip. Hello, can you tell? Can you tell my face is bloated? So yeah, that was a con, was the toxic drinking culture. I mean, no shade to the people I worked with. It's just that wasn't for me. It was not the kind of environment that I would like to work and live in. Which brings me to my next con, which is that working in a hostel, you live, eat, sleep, drink, and work all in the same place. So it's like your life is the hostel. You never get to just go home. But hey, whatever. And honestly, I am so grateful that I had the opportunity. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of like about like how I guess hostels work, how hospitality works. And so it was definitely beneficial. And again, I loved the people that I met there. I mean, you get close to the people that you have to sleep and work with. I'm glad that I can sleep in my own bed every night here in this lovely new room. Hello, I redecorated. It's not bright ass purple anymore. By the way, I made a room makeover video and that will be coming out soon. Maybe not right after this one, but the video after that. Trying to be more consistent in 2020. Also, a not so great part about being in the hostel was we had a bedbug infestation. Yeah, like actual bedbugs. I mean, I don't know if they were in our room because the staff room was separate than everybody else's rooms and we had 2 buildings and so we were in the other building. So I don't know if our room had bedbugs, but I could not sleep there anymore knowing that they were around and lurking, and it's so easy for bedbugs to hop. So I was not taking that chance and I was all, I'm sorry, I have to go. Also, my visa expired. So if you don't know, if you have an American passport, you can only stay in the Schengen region for 90 days. So my 90 days were definitely up. Actually, they were past due. That is when I took off to the UK and I went to Scotland, which was beautiful. Edinburgh, like, that's just another place I would totally live there. So yeah, that was my hostel life in Lisbon. Please like this video if you liked it, you found it helpful, you found it entertaining, it was something to do while you were clipping your toenails. If you're using this video as a distraction from something that you need to do, after you like it and comment and subscribe, turn it off, go do that thing. You will feel better after. Mama Mani says, go do the thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow my Instagram for travel, fashion, my face related things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.